Now, let's join ace broadcaster Mamode Akuga as he takes us inside the Niger Delta.
Hello out there and welcome to the program. It's Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region. I'm your regular host, Mamode Akuga. Delta State Governor and Captain of Team More Agenda, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborewori, says his administration will continue to explore every available means, including partnerships with relevant government and non-government outfits to empower women and youths for the overall development and economic prosperity of the state. Governor Oborewori stated this last week during the launching of the Renewed Hope Initiative, RHI, for women's economic empowerment, organized by Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Remi Tinubu in Asaba, Delta State.
As part of efforts to complement the economic policies of her husband, President Bola Tinubu, the Nigerian First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, through her Renewed Hope Initiative, last week launched a business recapitalization grant for women petty traders across the 36 states of the country and the Federal Capital Territory. In Delta State, where the First Lady was physically present to launch the nationwide cash distribution to women, Governor Sheriff Oborewori doubled the 50,000 naira grant to 100,000 naira in line with his commitment to boosting local businesses for sustainable economic growth in the state.
We are providing 1,000 pre-selected women petty traders per state with a grant of 50,000 naira each to recapitalize and grow their businesses. And the good news for Delta is Excellency, your amiable governor, has decided to match our 50 million naira grant to Delta with another sum of 50 million naira. So instead of the women receiving 50,000, they are going to be receiving 100,000.
Deaconess Tobore Oborewori, who represented her husband, Governor Oborewori, at the disbursement ceremony, expressed gratitude to the First Lady for officially launching the scheme in the Big Heart state. She also advised the beneficiaries to use the grant judiciously in growing and improving their businesses.
Let me again thank our mother for choosing Delta State for this flag off. This is a sign that more goodies are on the way. So the beneficiaries, I congratulate you for being part of this gesture. I encourage you to make good use of this empowerment. Grow your business and contribute to the well-being of your families.
Earlier, Governor Oborewori, who received Senator Tinubu and her team at the government house in Asaba, commended the First Lady for the Economic Empowerment Initiative, noting that it would certainly impact many lives in the state and the country at large. Beneficiaries of the scheme were full of gratitude to the First Lady and the Governor.
We are blessed, and His Excellency has the people of Delta State in mind. He's a good man.
I appreciate the Governor of Delta State for adding 50,000 naira to the money. I'm so excited.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Bayelsa State Governor Senator Doyediri has assured Bayelsans that his administration will not rest on his laurels, but will continue to implement programs and projects aimed at ensuring sustainable peace and development in the state. Senator Diri gave the assurance last week while reacting to the Supreme Court verdict that upheld his victory in the November 11, 2023 gubernatorial election in this state. He described the judgment as a triumph of truth over falsehood.
After successfully serving his people for 4 years, Governor Diri was again re-elected governor of Bayelsa State on November 11, 2023, polled a total of 175,196 votes to defeat his closest rival, Timipre Silva of the All Progressives Congress APC, who scored 110,108 votes. Dissatisfied with the outcome of the election, Silva approached the election tribunal seeking both the nullification of the entire electoral process and his declaration as the winner of the election. Unfortunately for Silva, The three-member panel, presided over by Justice Adekunle Adeleye, dismissed the petitions because neither Timipre Silva nor the All Progressives Congress APC provided credible evidence to substantiate their allegations of electoral fraud during the 2023 Bayelsa State governorship election. Suffering the same fate at the Court of Appeal, the APC and its candidate headed to the highest court in the land. Unfortunately, the outcome could not be any better. The five-member panel of the Apex Court, led by Justice Lawal Garba, in a unanimous judgment affirmed the decision of the Court of Appeal. They agreed that Silva's appeal constituted an abuse of the court process and was lacking in merit.
We are very happy that the appeal filed by Silva has been dismissed, having been found by the Supreme Court to amount to a gross abuse of court process.
Reacting to the judgment, Senator Diri, who was in the company of his counterpart from Osun State, Senator Ademola Adeleke, said it is a victory for the people's mandate and his administration would not rest but continue to work tirelessly to ensure that all Bayelsans reap the dividends of the trust they have placed in him.
This victory is not for me, it's not for my deputy governor, it is the victory of the people of Bayelsa State. We already have the trust of the people and we will continue to do that which had made them to trust us. We will not disappoint them.
The Supreme Court judgment was welcomed with cheers and celebrations in the state. These visibly excited women, including the Board of Trustees, member of the People's Democratic Party, Remi Kuko, expressed satisfaction with the Apex Court's decision.
Our governor, Senator Diri, they will continue to be governor. Nothing will trouble him. Anyone that trouble him, God, our God will chase them away.
With this verdict, the coast is indeed clear for Governor Diri to consolidate his infrastructure transformation in the state, as well as continue marketing the oil-rich state on the international stage as a prime destination for investors.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Residents of Ehio Street around Rumigbo area of Obiakwa local government area in Rivers State have expressed their gratitude to the Niger Delta Development Commission NDDC for the installation of solar power street lights in their community. The residents who spoke to our crew recently observed that the solar street lights have made their streets safer, allowing economic activities to continue far into the night.
The Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, in recent times has installed more than 56,000 solar-powered streetlights across hundreds of communities in the 9 states of the oil-rich region under its Light Up the Niger Delta initiative. The Dr. Samuel Obuku-led management launched the initiative as part of measures to promote the use of clean and renewable energy in its service delivery across the region, in line with global climate change actions. Stakeholders and community leaders across the region, while commending the intervention agency for the initiative, say it has gone on to enhance security and boost socio-economic activities in their communities.
It's hard to see any locality in the Niger Delta that is not being lightened up now. And when you go to the rural areas, you see that night life has returned.
For the first time, since you have street lights in all the states, but that is the tip in the iceberg. Because when there is light, that will reduce insecurity.
Inside the Niger Delta recently visited Ehio Street around Rumigbo area of Obiakwa local government area in Rivers State, which is one of the several communities that have benefited from the Light Up the Niger Delta initiative.
The NDDC street lights have helped us. There's no hideout for criminals within this environment. I've been here for over 14, 15 years within this NT area, and I know what here used to be.
Night has covered like this now. I'm still in the shop selling because of the light that they put, and the security of it is very fine because armed robbers does not come, because since they saw light, no more stealing, everywhere is calm, the street, everything is okay.
The street has been under, let's say, armed robbery and the rest, but now the street light is giving us better security. We appreciate them. They did a great job.
Apart from the street lights, the NDDC is also carrying out rehabilitation works on several community internal roads across the region. The NTA Apara Link Road, also in the Rumigbo area, which connects several streets to the East-West Road. The residents in the area who are pleased with the ongoing reconstruction work are, however, calling for increased pace of work so as to reduce the slight inconveniences the ongoing work has caused.
I just want to encourage the NDDC that they should try and finish up the road. I know after the finishing of the road, the place will be very beautiful.
What I want NDDC to do is for them to focus on the working of the road. For now to December, we want the road to be finished.
With several projects currently underway, the approval of the 2024 budget and subsequent disbursement of funds holds the promise of even more significant improvements for the largely underdeveloped communities in the region.
Inside the Niger Delta, Standout Properties Limited presents a real estate opportunity of a lifetime. Bloom Towers, a waterfront twin high-rise buildings of 19 and 21 stories at the edge of the Atlantic Ocean in the prestigious Oniru area, Victoria Island, Lagos. Bloom Towers is a green and smart building project consisting of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments and maisonettes, as well as 10,300 square meters available space for commercial and corporate use. Built for completion in 2027, Bloom Towers has 236 units available for sale with a starting price of 100 million naira. Lock down a unit today with a down payment of 20% and spread the balance over the next 24 months. Contact us on 080-693-47063 or 091-22-656-975.
It's a project that will bring huge return on investment.
Bloom Towers, from foundation to skyline. Ezekiel Group, oil and gas, dredging, power and air transportation. Ezekiel Group, petroleum product sufficiency, energy sustainability and infrastructure development.
The Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, has reaffirmed its commitment to initiatives that will protect the environment, promote sustainable development and improve the quality of life in the Niger Delta region. NDDC Managing Director Dr. Samuel Oboku stated this during a 3-day retreat on environmental management and competence development organized for staff of the NDDC Directorate of Environmental Protection and Control at Ibom Hotel and Golf Resort in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State.
The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the NDDC, Dr. Samuel Oboku, who was represented by the Akwa Ibom State representative on the NDDC Governing Board, Apostle Abbasiandikan Nkona, called for collaborative efforts to effectively manage environmental challenges in the region.
We must speak to our government at all levels for them to have the willpower that once policies like this are being brought out, the willpower should be there for us, to put or arrest some of these situations for a better environment for posterities to come.
Earlier in his welcome address, NDDC Director of Environmental Control and Protection, Engineer Onoha Obeka, underscored the critical role of environmental management in the society.
The challenges we face today, climate change, resource depletion, and biodiversity loss, demand our immediate attention and innovative solutions. Our collective efforts in this retreat aim not only to enhance our understanding of these issues, but also to equip us with the necessary competencies to implement effective strategies in our respective fields.
During various presentations by experts, including environmental scientist and Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Management Sciences of the University of Lagos, Professor Lucien Chuko, analyzed the impact of human actions on the environment.
At the end of the 2-day period, Every individual here today would have had an opportunity to have an introspection on his personal or her personal and professional growth as an individual. That's one major thing that the retreat provides us an opportunity for.
Participants at the retreat shared their positive experiences.
This program is highly an eye-opener to what we can do to sustain and maintain the environment, and also the way of improving our capabilities and knowing what to do in the environment.
Our take-home is trying to make our environment clean, make sure things go well in the department, as the name implies, environmental protection and control. We should try and make sure we protect our environment in order for things to be better in our environment.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Pregnant women and patients battling different health challenges in Ozoro General Hospital, Ole Central Hospital and Mary Martha Hospital in Isoko South and North Local Government Area of Delta State have benefited from the benevolence of Chief Daniel Omoibo, the Omoraga of Isoko Nation. Chief Omoibo, who is popularly known as Damotek, gave out cash to cover medical bills as well as other gift items to these patients as part of activities marking the 60-year remembrance anniversary of his late wife, Mrs. Justina Afokogene Omoibo, who passed away in August 2018.
For Chief Omoibo, his success story cannot be complete without the mention of his dear wife, Justina Afokogene, who passed away in 2018. Until her demise, Justina was the chairperson of the Danmotek Foundation for the Less Privileged, where she was known for helping the poor and those in need. Celebrating the legacies of his late wife 6 years after her demise, Danmotek, the Omogaga of Isoko Nation, in the company of friends, family and business associates, paid an unscheduled visit to 3 hospitals, which are Ozoro General Hospital in Isoko North Local Government Area, Ole Central Hospital and Mary Martha Hospital in Isoko South Local Government Area of Delta State, where he distributed cash amounting to millions of naira and other gift items to patients.
Those of you that knows my wife, Mrs. Justina Afokogene Ilozin Omoibo, she's a philanthropist and she is the chairperson of Damotek Foundation. And today we are doing her 6 years remembrance. And the way God laid it in my heart and the foundation heart, he said, go and visit the hospitals, the clinic, and do the little you know you can.
In Ole Central Hospital, the loudest cheers and expressions of gratitude came from over 50 women attending antenatal care who went home with huge sums that will help them prepare for the arrival of their babies.
The pregnant women that are here, you need to write their name now and their account number, so that before we get to the other ward, you bring the list to me, let me transfer to the account.
For many of the patients struggling with huge medical bills, including 14 women who just put to birth, the gesture came as a profound relief.
Thank you, Daddy. I greet you, sir. I'm looking for money to buy blood before. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
I'm happy because I got the sum of 200,000 naira and some other packages. Thank you.
I feel so glad for the help rendered because a lot has gone out of us. So may God bless the organization that planned this and may He relieve you of every trouble.
So I want to thank Damotek for everything, for the money. Thank you so much. May God bless him.
I just want to say a very big thank you. I really appreciate
him so much. God bless him, because I never expected all.
At Mary Martha Hospital, the story of Pius Leventis, a student of Delta State University of Science and Technology, Ozoro, whose parents had been troubled over the condition of their son after a devastating fire accident and the overwhelming medical bill of 1.5 million naira, was attended to. Dan Motek and his friends, High Chief Inaoro Ita, the Iyashere of Oyede and Ogbuigbo of Ole Kingdom, and High Chief Idu Amade made additional donations to enable Mr. Leventis access advanced medical care at the University of Benin Teaching Hospital in Benin City. The oil magnates also made cash donations of 5 million naira each to the management of Ozoro General Hospital and Ole Central Hospital. The management of the hospitals appreciated the selfless acts of Dan Motek, noting that the donations will significantly improve their ability to provide care to those in need.
On behalf of Central Hospital Ole and the Delta State Health Management Board, we want to sincerely, from the depth of our heart, appreciate your gesture. It is indeed an uncommon gesture. We don't get to see this all the time.
Chief Omoibo is a philanthropist who had continued to help the poor and vulnerable in society through the Dan Motek Foundation. For example, in 2022, he distributed cash and relief materials to communities and persons affected by flooding in Delta State, as well as the issuance of several scholarships to indigent Isoko sons and daughters. These and many more of his benevolent gestures propelled the kings and paramount rulers of all the kingdoms and clans within the Isoko nation to bestow on him the prestigious chieftaincy title of Omogaga of Isoko nation, which translates to illustrious son of the Isoko nation.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Well, we say kudos to Chief Omoibo, popularly known as Dan Motek, for coming to the aid of the medical patients in need. However, we unfortunately got report over the weekend that a young man in our report, Pius Leventis, who suffered severe fire burns and was referred to the University of Benin Teaching Hospital, lost the battle for his life as medical experts in Benin said he arrived at the referral center a bit late. May his soul rest in peace. Moving on. Following the recent presentation of staff of office to the OV of Agbara Warri Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Kingsley Emakbo Orere Igbi II by the Delta State government, chiefs, women and youths from 7 communities in the kingdom in Warri South local government area took turns to pay homage to their king. This is in line with the culture and tradition of the people, which gives unrivaled reverence to the king and supreme ruler of all communities that make up the kingdom. The people came bearing gifts, singing and dancing in honor of their monarch.
About 2 months ago, a new chapter began for the Urhobo-speaking people of Agbara Warri Kingdom in Warri South local government area, as the Delta State government officially recognized their new monarch, the OVA of Agbara Warri Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Kingsley Emakbo Orere Igbi II, by presenting to him his staff of office. In a stylish and brazen display of loyalty, obeisance, and honor to the king, all 7 communities that make up the kingdom filed into the palace on different days to pay homage and celebrate with their benevolent king. Otowodo, the traditional headquarters of the kingdom, was the first to pay their homage. This was followed by the riverine community of Oteyele, which came with their chiefs and women to honor and celebrate with His Royal Majesty, Emakbo Orere Igbi II. Next, Ijeba and Upokiti communities joined in the celebrations, bringing gifts to honor their revered monarch.
We are from Upokiti community, coming to pay the royal homage to the king and also praise for him for longevity. That may God bless him and give him long life. The third visit and is by Ijeba community to pay homage to commemorate the celebration of the new monarch.
We have a king in our community, so we thank God for that. We appreciate God for giving us a good king and a nice king. So may he live long and his name must reign forever in Jesus' name.
Igbudu, Ukurede Urobo and Ugunu communities were also not left out of the traditional ritual as they came to pledge allegiance to their natural ruler. His Royal Majesty Igbi II was crowned on December 5th, 2023 by the Council of Chiefs led by the eldest man in the kingdom, otherwise known as Okpako. Igbi II has promised to pursue peaceful coexistence with neighboring communities to ensure that the entire Warri South local government area becomes a prosperous haven for all to thrive. Meanwhile, in a show of affection for both indigents and residents of his kingdom, His Royal Majesty Igbi II recently visited the scene of a devastating fire at Igbudu Market, where goods and properties worth hundreds of millions were destroyed. The monarch, accompanied by some of his chiefs in the kingdom, offered support to those affected and promised to help them rebuild their lives. He also called on the state government and well-meaning members of society to assist in addressing the plight of the victims.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Well, that was the size of our package on the program for today. Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region. We'll be back same time, same station next week. Until then, you can follow us on our social media handles showing right now on your screens. And please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDNTV Nigeria for these stories and many more. Until next week, I am Mahmoud Akuga thanking you for staying tuned. Bye for now.